them all. And alhamdulillah, we thank Allah that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has preserved their knowledge for us. Is Al-Imam Al-Allama Shaykh Abdul-Rahman bin Nasir Al-Sa'di rahimahullah. He has a tafsir also called Taysir Al-Karim Al-Rahman. Taysir Al-Karim Al-Rahman fi Tafsir Kalam Al-Mannan. That's a book. Okay? It comes in a couple, 3 volumes or 2 volumes or 1 volume based on the print and edition and the like. And also is translated in English. So this is a great book. Why? Because it gives you what you need to know about the ayah. Tafsir ibn Kathir, of course, is going to bring you a lot of things extra. This, he summarized for you what do you need to understand so you can apply from this ayah without even getting you. This is a very good book to start with. Those who know Arabic, you start with this book, Taysir al-Karim al-Rahman. If you don't know Arabic, alhamdulillah, do your best to learn Arabic. While you're doing that, get the English translation, is available now, and read. What did he say, rahimahullah, this great Imam, about AYATUL-KURSI? He says, هذه الآية الكريمة أعظم آيات القرآن وأفضلها وأجلها. This ayah, this noble verse, is the greatest of all of the verses and the best of them. وذلك لما اشتملت عليه من الأمور العظيمة والصفات الكريمة. What that was to make it a great ayah is that because what the great and magnificent thing that it contains, especially as related to the names and the attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فلهذا كثرت الأحاديث في الترغيب في قراءتها وجعلها وردا للإنسان في أوقاته صباحا ومساء وعند نومه وأدبار الصلوات المكتوبة كما إن شاء الله ندرج جميعا. He said because of that you will find that there is so many ahadith, narrations, inciting us to recite this great ayah, Ayat al-Kursi. Rather, the Prophet ﷺ made it from the awrad, from the regular invocations that you invoke Allah with and that you say. Okay? In the morning and in the afternoon, because this is from the adhkar of the sabah and the masa. Those evening, the morning supplication that are very, very important, and the evening supplication, they are also very, very important. One of those is this, Ayat al-Kursi that you recited. And also, before you go to bed. Before you go to bed, you recite it. It is the sunnah to recite Ayat al-Kursi. And likewise, after you finish every salat. After you finish every 5 obligatory prayers, the 5 obligatory prayers, it is sunnah to recite this ayah along with other adhkar, along with other invocation, as inshallah ta'ala we're going to learn bi'idhnillahi ta'ala together from this talk inshallah ta'ala. Now we go ahead and we go and begin after this muqaddimah, this introduction. Go ahead inshallah ta'ala and read from the work of الشيخ عبد الرزاق البدر حفظه الله تعالى. قال الشيخ هذا اللقاء في هذه الأمسية التي نسأل الله جل وعلا أن يجعلها أمسية خير وعلم وإيمان علينا أجمعين وأن ينفعنا بما علمنا وأن يجعل ما نتعلمه حجة لنا لا علينا ستكون عن أعظم آية في كتاب الله جل وعلا ألا وهي آية الكرسي. وهذه الآية ثبت عن النبي عليه الصلاة والسلام أنها أعظم آية في كتاب الله جل وعلا. The Shaykh, when he gave this talk, he said in this gathering, in this evening, which we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he said to make it a great gathering of khair. And we say the same thing about these gatherings of ours. We ask Allah to make it a gatherings of khair, of good and knowledge and iman, gathering that will help us to increase in iman and strengthen our iman, all of us. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala benefit us from that which He taught us, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make that which we learn a proof for us, not against us. So this talk, he says, is about the greatest ayah in the book of Allah, which is Ayat al-Kursi. And this ayah is the greatest because of the statement of the Prophet ﷺ. He's the one who tells us. Because the Prophet ﷺ, he's the one who told us that this ayah, AYATUL-KURSI, is the greatest ayah in the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. قال وليكن بداية الحديث عن هذه الآية في بيان ما جاء عنه صلى الله عليه وسلم في بيان عظمة هذه الآية ورفيع مكانتها. I said, let's start this talk by highlighting the great makana and the position and the rank of this great ayah in the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as it came in the hadith صحيح مسلم. فجاء في صحيح مسلم من حيث أبي بن كعب، حيث أبي بن كعب رضي الله عنه، وهو من قراء الصحابة من حفظة كتاب الله جل وعلا، قد عرض القرآن على النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم، بل جاء في الصحيحين أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال له إن الله أمرني أن أقرأ عليك القرآن. قال أبي رضي الله عنه الله سماني لك؟ قال الله سماك لي. فجعل أبي يبكي. So in this hadith Sahih Muslim that he's going to start with, on the authority of this noble companion Ubay ibn Ka'b. Ubay ibn Ka'b radiyallahu anhu. He is from the Qurra, from the ulama of the companions, and also from those who memorized the book of Allah. Okay? He came in the Sahihain, in Sahih al-Bukhari. When you hear Sahihain, meaning Sahih al-Bukhari and Sahih Muslim. Because Sahihain Muthanna is a dual. He came in Sahih al-Bukhari, Sahih Muslim, that the Prophet ﷺ said to Ubay ibn Ka'b, verily Allah ordered me to recite Quran to you. Allah ordered me to recite Quran at your presence and you will listen to it. Ubay ibn Ka'b said, Allah mentioned me by name to you? He said, yes, Allah mentioned you by name. And Ubay ibn Ka'b radiallahu anhu began to cry. This is from the virtues of this great companion. جاء في صحيح مسلم عن أبي رضي الله عنه قال. So we came in the hadith now that the Shaykh wants to start with, from the hadith that highlight the virtue of this great ayah, and that is the greatest ayah in the book of Allah. Al-Imam Muslim rahimahullah ta'ala, he collected in his book Sahih Muslim, the most authentic book along with Al-Bukhari after the book of Allah. These are great books, Sahih al-Bukhari and Sahih Muslim. Okay? In Sahih Muslim, Imam Muslim rahimahullah ta'ala, Ibn al-Hajjaz al-Qushayri, he says, on the authority of Abu Ubay radiallahu anhu, who said, قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم, the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم, he said to him once, يا أبا المنذر, that's his kunya. Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم, he addressing Ubay radiallahu anhu, يا أبا المنذر, like he say, يا أبا محمد, يا أبا عبد الله, يا أبا خالد حسين. What's your kunya? أبو عكاشة. أول مرة I know. ثاني أبو موسى. أبو موسى أنت كذلك. أبو زين العابدين. ما شاء الله. أبو مروان. ما شاء الله. See, so this is different. This is the kunya. أبا من؟ أبو زرار وأبو تريزيز. الحمد لله. زكريا وزينب. نعم. You have kunya, يا شيخ؟ Yes. Abu Man, your oldest son. What's his name? No? طيب, لا بأس. By the way, the kunya, you don't have to have a son to have a kunya. Actually, it's okay. Even if you don't have no children, it's okay to make a kunya. Say, I am Abu Abdullah. I am Abu Talha. Abu Aisha. That's why Aisha radiallahu anha, sometimes you find an Ummi Abdullah. on the authority of Abdullah, the mother of Abdullah, did she have a son? Aisha never had a son. That's why the ulama, they said it's okay. Even they said it's okay, actually, the ulama, to give your children a kunya when they're still young. Do you have a kunya? He has one? You sit together later on, not in this class, another time, and come up with the kunya. Zakaria, you have a kunya? Some people, they have different kunyas. I know this brother's name Abu Kutub. Abu Kutub, Abu Ta'am, Abu Kada. La. Find a good kunya. Abu Abdullah, Abu Muhammad, Abu Abd-ur-Rahman. Huh? هكذا, Abu Sa'id. So that's his kunya. Abu al-Mundhir. What's his name? Who knows the name of Abu al-Mundhir? Marwan.
What?
Hold on. نبي عبد المجيد. أبي بن كعب يا رجل أنت معنا ولا أنت فين؟ أنت معنا? Are you with us?
Yeah.
Physically? Physically you're here. Mentally? Heartedly? Openly? Okay. So it's not enough to just be here by, huh? فين زرار؟ أين زرار؟ في الحمام. oui, لا. Abu al-Mundhir is the kunya of who? Zayn al-Abidin. Imaduddin. Abu al-Mundhir is the kunya. What's the name of the companion? You're Imaduddin too? Huh? Two Imaduddin as well. So he's supposed to be Imaduddin Jr. Ubay ibn Ka'b radiallahu anhu. Nah. So look, the Prophet ﷺ, he was very kind and nice to his companions. He called them by their kunya, Ya Abu al-Mundhir. That's very nice. He said to him, أتدري أي آية من كتاب الله معك أعظم? He said to him, do you know which from the ayats you memorize? Because remember, he memorized the whole Quran. Ubay, at that time he memorized. He said to him, do you know which of the ayats that you memorize is the greatest? قال قلت والله ورسوله أعلم. He says, I said, as an answer to the Prophet ﷺ, he said, I said Allah and His Messenger know best. And this is the adab. This is the companion, he say Allahu A'lam. One of us, he is asked any question, he give an answer right there. Sometimes people give an answer, they're not even being asked. They hear somebody asking another person, and then after he leaves, he's like, what he says? He said, he don't know, he's going to check it. I got you, come here. This is what it is. SubhanAllah. Sahaba, they say Allahu A'lam. Akhi, this means that if you don't know, say Allahu A'lam. If you know, alhamdulillah, speak with knowledge. Not like, I think so, maybe, if you look at it that way, it's in here. And he starts scratching his head. You think when you scratch your head, the answer is going to come right there in your nail? You know what's going to come when you scratch your head, right? What's going to come? Dandruff. You need to get some, what do you call it? Head and shoulder or something. I'm not talking about, oh, here's the answer. There ain't no answer in there. You got no answer in your nail, brother. So we have to have the adab, ya akhwan. Somebody asks you a question, say, Allahu A'lam, I don't know. But if you really know it because you study it and you know the book, tell them, akhi, we studied this, alhamdulillah, from Kitab al-Tawheed in the class of Saturday or Tuesday or Monday, and this is what it is, and you can go back, alhamdulillah, to the book and find it in there. Hakada. If you're not sure or you don't know, say Allahu A'lam. So he said, Allah and His Messenger know best. قال يا أبا المنذر أتدري أي آية من كتاب الله معك أعظم? Prophet ﷺ asked him the same question. O Abu al-Mundhir, do you know which of the ayats you memorize is the greatest? Now he answered him. قلت الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم. Then he said to him, yes, the AYATUL-KURSI. Why?